What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about transhumanism. What is transhumanism? Transhumanism is when, uh, you could say people, I don't know what to call them, reptilians, scientists, whatever the fuck you want to call them, but it's like some very, very sick people. They sick in their mind, but they smart as shit. It's some very sick people where they take the human head and they put it on a robotic body, right? That's one way of transhumanism. And transhumanism is all around us. Literally, it's in the video games, it's in the cartoons, it's in the TV shows, with the humans. It's like Mr. Robot, that's transhumanism. Come on, man. iRobot, transhumanism, motherfucking Teen Titan Cyborg. His head is on a robotic body, but he still got some of his human parts. That's still transhumanism. It's when you fuse the humanoid form with a robot. You know what I'm saying? Or and regular English is when you fuse a human with a robot. That's how you get transhumanism. Now, my favorite game, my favorite company, Bethesda. I love them. They so fucking awesome. But shout out Bethesda. But Fallout New Vegas, they was talking about transhumanism. However, you go on the strip, the New Vegas strip, you got the those big ass security robots. That's a form of transhumanism. They robotic bodies, but on the face of the screen, they got like a regular human police face. You see what I'm saying? Like, those could have been humans that got turned into robots. Because Mr. House, if you're a Fallout fan, Fallout New Vegas fan, specifically, you know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? This don't sound like Chinese to you. But Mr. House, he's so fucking sick and evil. You know what I'm saying? He probably turned those people into robots on some transhumanism shit because he was so ahead of his time. But this stuff is real. It's all over the place. Like, some people don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Futurama. Come on, man. Let me break it down. Futurama. On that one episode, those little presidents, their heads in a jar? They preserving their heads. They preserving their brains to keep them alive, to keep their memories. That's what they were doing to Mr. House, except he had his whole body, but he was in a time capsule to preserve his life. That's what they did on Futurama with those dead presidents. They keep their heads in a jar. They giving you hints. You think, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, holotapes. I'm telling you, like, the presidents, like, basically, like, Futurama, those presidents, their heads was in a jar, those wasn't holotapes. Those was real presidents with their real consciousness. But other deities that was on that show, you know what I'm saying, they had a little hologram projecting out a tape. That's a holotape. That's their consciousness that was put into a technology format, basically transhumanism. You see what I'm saying? It was, machine versus human. That's what Terminator was about, transhumanism. That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Terminator. He was a transhumanism robot. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He was a human infused with a robot. Real shit, transhumanism. They trying to tell you. That's what that lady on Terminator 2, I think. Everybody kept saying she crazy, and all that. She wasn't crazy. She was having visions of the future. Of really going to be like the rebellion versus the system. The system is going to be the robot. The rebellion is going to be the humans that's still alive that live on the outskirts of the world. You get what I'm saying? The outskirts, as in they not in society. Because, the RFID chip is real. Like, literally, it's real. You see what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. Like, I know somebody, he was telling me about this because he worked at Mitsubishi, I think, if that's how you pronounce it. And he say he had snuck into the some crazy shit. He said he had snuck into his manager's office, right? Because it's levels to this shit, like Meek Mill said. He snuck into the lowest level of the manager. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm trying to say. The manager that was at the lowest level, he snuck into his office or whatever, and he said he looked through his papers and he seen that in order to open the door at that company, you need an RFID chip in your hand. Transhumanism. They getting you ready. They getting you desensitized to becoming a robot. That's why people out here, I don't got no emotions, I don't feel nothing. Boys ain't supposed to cry. They supposed to be tough and, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Come on, man. Women ain't supposed to love, and come on, man. They desensitize you to turn you to a robot. Some motherfuckers are already robots. That's why they don't feel shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't feel when the rain coming. They can't feel when a storm coming. They can't feel when something bad finna happen. They can't feel when something good finna happen because these senses are gone. That's when they say nonsense. Break down the etymology. No senses. Drop the other end. Nonsense. No senses. You have no senses. Real shit, that's what nonsense is. You have no senses. Real talk. So remember that, man. This shit real, man. The hints everywhere. Like that, the game Hitman, dude in the wheelchair, he was talking about bringing a new army and shit with the robots. Motherfucker, it was so many movies, man. Like, there's so many movies. Inspector Gadget, that's transhumanism. This guy, he got these robotic gadgets on his body. That's, come on, mixing human with a robot. Transhumanism, real shit. Motherfucking, what movie is it? What movie is it? Damn, I just had it in my mind. What movie is it? Oh yeah, RoboCop. Transhumanism to the T. Come on, man, wake the damn up. You feel me? So I'm trying to tell you, people think this shit far-fetched. It's not. Like I told you, 90% of the information I'm dropping is already here, and scientists have proved everything I have been saying. The other 10% of the information is spiritual. It hasn't got to this dimension yet. I'm trying to tell you. Like, people like, people, like I say, if you want to say wavelength of me, or if you even stronger than me, you get what I'm saying. You probably knew this already, you know what I'm saying? But some people who still learning this information is gonna blow their mind. Like, they just like stuck, like, what the fuck, I can't process it. But that's the thing, like, people, like I say, everything starts from visualization. So like these headphones I got, right? These Apple headphones I got, right? You know what I'm saying? Before somebody created these headphones, it was a thought. You see what I'm saying? It was a thought, real shit. It wasn't in its dimension yet. You see what I'm saying? Somebody had got that spiritual connection on a higher ether realm. They was like, hey, I should create some better headphones to go with this company, Apple. You know what I'm saying? And boom, they got a group of people together, some engineers, you know what I'm saying? Probably some scientists and some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Some analysts, you know, to check it out, to, you know, to test it and see how it worked. And boom, it manifests to this dimension, as in it's in this form. You see what I'm saying? So it came from a higher ether realm, and people, Apple headphones, they talk about it at one point in time, but it wasn't here yet. You see what I'm saying? But now that it's here, it's on this dimension. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of this information I'm dropping, it's not here yet, but the transhumanism information is here. People just don't want to hear it. And that's the next video I'm gonna do. People just don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part, because motherfuckers want to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? They want to believe somebody that likes to be lied to. You see what I'm saying? I'm into the art of knowing. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe it. You know it's real. The hints is all, but like I said, I'm different than everybody. Because like I said, when I was a kid, I've been peeping hits. I've been peeping hits in Futurama, Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park. Come on, South Park had an episode about spontaneous combustion, motherfucker setting on fire. Come on, man, wake the damn up. Sirius is here. Nibiru is here. Whatever the fuck you want to call it, it is here, man. Real talk. Oh yeah, and it's raining too. You know what I'm saying? The right way. You know what I'm saying? That way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to tell you, man, wake the damn up, man. And another thing I just want to say, a lot of people, they be so shell shocked and be like, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. We all going through something. But what people don't understand, the Most High God, Jah, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to say, he always has a ram in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Whenever God, I'm just using that term, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people ain't ready for that other terminology. But when God pulls your number, as in he calling you for a mission, he always has a blessing in store for you. You may not think what you're going through is a blessing, or you may not think it's going to lead to a blessing because the circumstance you're going through is too much pressure and all that type of shit. But like I say, a blessing always seems like a curse at first. But as it starts to unfold, it's a blessing. And the curse always seems like something good at first. Then as it unfolds, you see it's a curse. You see what I'm saying? So wake the damn up. To letting you know, man, if you're going through all that bullshit, man, you know what I'm saying? Just breathe, be calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to let shit play out. How you going to know if it is a blessing if you don't let it play out? You know what I'm saying? You just going off impulse. I used to be like that. You just snapping off. No, don't even do that. Because you got to remember, demonic possession is real. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, real talk, demonic possession is very, very real. Damn, I'm fine as hell, too. But nah, real shit, though. Demonic possession is real. Like, it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say shit that they really don't mean, or they do shit that they really weren't trying to do. It wasn't them. It was that they got possessed by a spirit at that one point in time. Transferable spirits. You shake somebody's hand or you hug somebody and you ain't get their energy off you. How do you cleanse their energy off you? Burn sage or hug a tree or even touch a tree. See, people don't understand that, man. Trees cleanse your energy. See, a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like that, walking down the street like, what does this grass mean? What does this bush mean? What type of bush is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people be asking those type of questions, but trees are there to help you. You know what I'm saying? Without trees, oxygen, grass, without the green stuff, think about it. Without the green stuff, when none of us exist. Think about it. Just think about it. And just to touch on the transhumanism thing one more time, if you look about it, cars, Those ain't nothing but test subjects to create transhumanism, because the car, not even just the car, but I'm just using that as an example. Everything is modeled after the car. I mean, everything is modeled after the human body. The car is modeled after the human body. The wheels supposed to be the legs. The engine, that's supposed to be the motherfucking heart. You see what I'm saying? The motor, supposed to be the brain. You see what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the battery, supposed to be the kidney. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The trunk, that's supposed to be your back. You get what I'm saying, right? The gas pump, I mean, where you put the gas in, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking whatever that shit called, but you know what I'm saying? Where you put your gas in, the gas tank, yeah, I'm tweaking. The gas tank, that's motherfucking pretty much like, it's reversed though. It's like you pissing, but it's going inside. You know, it's weird, you know what I'm saying? But it's made after the human body, man. The mirrors, I mean, not the mirrors, but the front headlights on your car, that's supposed to be the eyeballs, you know what I'm saying? The roof supposed to be your head, you know what I'm saying? Wake the damn up, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, if you're going through a lot of crazy stuff, you gotta remember, it's all this judgment time. You know what I'm saying? It's the survival of the fittest. Who can go through this? Because this, I'm telling you, next video, I'm finna break some shit down to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That way. Hold on, I meant to say that way. Hold on.